The shelf behind me is an absolute nightmare. I have some work to do. I'm not going to do it while I do this video, but yeah, it's a nightmare, and I need another shelf. But yeah, this is going to be probably like a new backdrop. But this is some gear they have back here, and I got to work with it. But that's not why you clicked on this video. The system is cracking. Okay. Inflation's eating at your paycheck every day. Life costs more, but it's giving you less. I can't tell you how many times I've read from somebody that they say, I'm making the most I've ever made, but I'm the poorest I've ever been. Because it's inflation, because it's our way of life, because it's convenience sucking us dry, because it's this rat race, because it's inflation. Did I already say that? Whatever. It's our economy and everything is at an absolute breaking point, okay? But it's not just the government shutdowns and it's not just inflation, it's the dependency that's making our collapse deadly. It's the dependency on our way of life, all the little conveniences. Nobody wants to go chop their wood anymore, right? Like nobody wants to grow their own food and wait months just to get like one cob, right? Like nobody wants to do this stuff anymore. Put in the hard work. They want to click a button on their phone and they want to say yeehaw and off they go. They want to go snuggle into bed and watch Netflix. Listen, I get it. I'm that person too, but I'm also that person that I'm not going to let nobody take advantage of me and my family. I'm not going to let anybody dictate when food is coming to our table. I am not going to let anybody dictate the life that we lead. I am not going to let anybody dictate the medicine that is put into our body, the absolute poison that the government and people have said, hey, this is acceptable for the humans to consume. Okay, I'm going on a rant. Hello, my name is Morgan, and today we're going to be talking about the specific ways that you can control what you can control so you can grow it, trade it, and make it. And make your home collapse proof. Food independence starts with one seed, one pot, one small step. And that's a really good way to look at preparedness. It starts with one thing, one action, one step forward, one thought of, you know what? I'm sick and tired of this. If you get angry, if you feel fear, then I want you to take action, man. I want you to start learning those skills. I want you to start throwing one seed into a pot of dirt and trying to grow it. I want you to go to your local farmer's market and start making connections. I want you to do these things because I don't want you to be afraid anymore. I want you to be confident. The solution isn't panic buying all this stuff, it's producing. So seeds last practically forever, and this is my first tip. I'm showing you a picture here of this little tiny garden that I'm going. It's a little chaotic right now because I have a lot of stuff in there that well, I didn't plan perfectly good, but you know what? I'm taking a step. I have been growing successfully for only a few years, and it's because I've taken that step of taking it seriously, knowing that this food is going to feed my family. You have to get into that mindset of this is going to feed my family, okay? No matter what, whether in good times or bad. You don't need a farm. You need a little pot or a little countertop hydroponics, or you need to have just a tiny little space outdoors, and it doesn't have to be expensive. Learn to can and dehydrate and freeze, and if you have the funds, get a freeze dryer. Now is the time. I have so much in our freezer all the time, and I'm constantly taking stuff out. I bought 2 turkeys last year, and I already freeze dried one, and I need to freeze dry the other one before this year. Because at the year point, you want to get stuff out of the freezer, but I'm constantly buying stuff to fill the freezer, and then I will rotate and freeze dry a lot of stuff. I'll make extra food and freeze dry those meals. Just so much goes through this freeze dryer, and that is food for our future that's lasting us however long, right? Years and years. Your pantry and everything in your freezer and fridge and all the freeze-dried food and every single piece of food in your home and water is your savings account. That is what's going to get you through. You know what? You got to stop buying what you can easily make. Start making your own candles. Yes, the investment at first can be a lot, but I've been making my own medicine, candles. I stock up so much on beeswax. There's tons of beeswax down here, and I have like this big old block of shea butter because like I buy this for what, $20, $25, but I'm using a few tablespoons at one time. So this thing will last me years because I'm making my own lotions, making my own lip balms, and making my own things using this. But this doesn't go, this $25 is stretching me years. Okay. Learn to make your own stuff and stop buying this stuff. It's so easy to make. And I'm putting links down below in the description for books and other things. But if you have questions specifically, let me know down in the comments and I will give you resources and things to where you can learn these things. But yeah, I mean, once you learn how to make this stuff and how easy it is, you're going to be like, why have I been buying it this whole time? And by the way, it's really not complicated. Now, there's a lot of things, of course, I can't make, like, I can't make cast iron, so I'm going to get that. But that's an investment. That's something that you're going to buy once and you'll have it the rest of your life. You know what I mean? And then just learn other basic skills like sewing and maintenance and repairs. And every skill that you build today is a skill that's going to boost your independence and boost your barter value. Now, I know you're here on YouTube and people don't like switching platforms, but I have a Patreon. And if you are a prepper who just wants that community and wants to learn with other preppers, then I encourage you to join my Patreon because I'm growing a group of preppers who wants to learn skills and stay prepared, okay? That's my goal with this group. I want us to talk about these skills and learn these skills every single month so that we are becoming more independent and more self-reliant. So please go join my Patreon and become a part of an unstoppable community of people. I want you a part of it. It is brand new, so I hope that you will take the leap into it and take the leap into me and my 15 years of experience to be part of this prepper community, one that we so desperately need these days. Because every skill you learn today buys you a little more freedom tomorrow. But listen, even though I want you to make it and grow it, I also want you to build that local community. I've talked about this before in the past many, many times, okay? But I'm going to beat it over and over and over again. Build that local network of people who do produce. They have eggs and they make soap or they make all these things, and you can trade skills for food or food for skills or, repair or whatever the case may be, okay? And start small with like family and neighbors and just talk to people and say, hey, I noticed you need your lawn mowed. That'd be great. I'm going to do this for you. And just do like nice things for your neighbors. And then someday, you might come to them and be like, hey, I'm going out of town. Can you watch my house? That is a trade of service as far as I'm concerned. Bartering can create trust, and trust creates resilience where you can all come together as a community and as a team. Stop waiting for the collapse to happen. Okay, start becoming self-reliant now, because the more self-reliant you are today, the more you don't have to worry about the collapse, because you're like, okay, yeah, I mean, if something happens, something happens. The government fails, okay. It's gonna, be a little rough for a little while, right? Not only are you going to be growing and you're going to be trading, you're going to be making, but you're also going to have your personal protection and your home protection and all that, because things can get a little hairy when people are not getting their paychecks or not being able to feed themselves or their family. And it's a very serious situation. So as much as I want us to protect yourself and your family, I also want us to think about the community as a whole, as in like, how can I help people? Can I volunteer my time at the Food Network? Can I, give away some of my canned foods because, the food bank needs food, or whatever the case may be. Remember, preparedness is a lifestyle. It's not a reaction. It's not something that you're just going to react to one day. No, it's something that you're doing right now so that when it happens, you're already prepared. You're at least prepared, more prepared than other people, right? You don't have to be at my level of preparedness. You don't have to be at the level of anybody else. You have to be at your level of preparedness, and that's all there is to it. You don't have to fail along with the failing system. You can thrive with you and your local community, growing it, making it, and trading it. Thank you all so much for watching Conquer Tomorrow by Preparing Today. Let me know if you have any questions. Click some links, go down to the comment section, and I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.